Hello, my beautiful people. Once again, it is your girl, Gifted Gift. Today, we are going to be discussing education in Europe. Yes. If you are new in Europe, it is very good. I will advise you. If you know you can still read, you can still understand, please do yourself a favor and try to go back to school. Yes. It is very important. I know school is not for everybody, so this video is actually not for everybody. But for those of you that know that you can still go back to school, you can still learn something, you can still understand something, because it's not everybody that can still understand, it's not everybody that can still read. For those of you, you know your head fisty carry book. Please, if you are new in Europe, do yourself a favor. Go back to school. You see that mentality that we always have in Nigeria, that old school help, is Nigeria mentality. In Europe, school help. Yes, it helps very well. If you go back to school, one of the reasons why I always encourage those around me to go back to school is it makes your work easier. Yes, it makes it easier. And another reason why you should go back to school is it makes you to be able to integrate easily. Yes, is a way of proper integration, especially those of you that are in a language speaking country, because that time you use in schooling is also an opportunity for you to learn the language. Now, like I always say, it is not possible for you to go back to school if you do not have the knowledge of the language. Hence, learn the language of that country first to a minimal level that you know will enable you to go back to school. It is necessary. For those of you in Austria, please, at least a minimum of B1. I will always encourage people to have that. A minimum of B1. Yes. Now, there are a lot of courses you can do in Europe. If you are in Italy or in Spain, I will not be able to tell you any courses that are possible there because I am in Austria. So I will only tell you courses that are possible for you to do here in Austria. Yes. One of the courses that most of us we are aware of is the Pflege, which is the care course. Yes. I will not be able to tell you much about it because I did not do that course, but I've spoken to some of my friends that did that course, and I do hope they will have time to come and introduce it to us one day. But one thing I know about Pflege is you can actually do it with I2, minimum of I2. You'll be able to do a Pflege course with it. And a big advantage that I see in that course is when you do it, the job opportunity is really wide. You don't have to suffer to look for job because it's like a course for those that are in that have migrated from their country to another country. Is the cost of the immigrants. Yes, so if it's a course that favor we that has this black color, yes, because I believe the discrimination, I might not be too right, but I believe the discrimination will not be too high compared to other courses. Because the truth of the matter is, if you stay in Austria, you will know that Dutch is a very difficult language to learn. Yes. So if you do other courses, the competition in the marketplace will be very high. So imagine you that cannot really express yourself very well going for an interview with someone that they gave birth to you. So they'll want to take more of their people compared to you with this color if you do other courses. So I believe that's one of the reasons why people always go to this direction. Pflege is a very good course, is interesting course, and they pay very well. So that is one of the advantage that you will not suffer to look for job. So if you are interested, I pray that we'll get someone to introduce it to us one day. Apart from the Pflege, there is also another one called the Heimhilfe. I think the Pflege and the Heimhilfe, they work together. Yes. I will not be able to tell you about it also. There's another course that's Kinderbetreuung Ausbildung, which is, I think, those that are working with the kindergarten. Yes, the Tagesmutter. Those people that you can leave your children with and you go to work, they take care of them. There are a lot of courses in Austria that you can do. It's not just the flage. All you need is information. So I will be introducing to you today the course that I did, I have knowledge about, and I'll be starting with that before we get people to be able to tell us about the kind of courses that they also did. Now, I did, like I said in my last video, I've done 2 wonderful courses in Austria. 2 wonderful courses, yes. The first course I did, that was I started 2017, was Betriebs Logistic, which is the complete logistic, and the second course I did is the accounting course, which is called Buchhaltung. Yes, I started that last year and I finished it this year. Yes, but what I will introduce to you today is the Betriebs Logistic, which is the complete logistic. Now, if you want to do this course, you need a minimum of B2 to do the course. Yes, when I actually started it, I wasn't having B2. It was inside the course I sat for my B2 and I passed it. So, but if you go to IMS to just tell them I want to go back to school and this is the course I want to do, Betriebs Logistic, they'll first of all tell you to bring B2. But if you go to a place like SAM, which is the Central for Ausbildung Management, most of you know about it. Central for Ausbildung Management. Now, it should be noted, you can't just go directly to SAM without IMS. Yes. First of all, you go to IMS, you talk to your Bereiter, which is your advisor, that you want to go back to school. And we always pray that we have a very good Bereiter. If you are able to get an advisor that is very good, they will give you a paper, which is in Deutsch, is the Betreuungsvereinbarung, which is the advisor agreement. Yes, is actually a paper saying wherever or whatever you want to do, we are going to assist you. So if you can get this paper from your advisor in IMS, which is your Bereiter, then you can actually go to SAM. There are a lot of courses that these people offer there. Don't just go with the mind that this is the course I'm going to do. For those of you that like maths, yes, there are a lot of courses that you can do with these people. There is one course that I actually loved, but I was not having the opportunity to do it, which is the software Entwicklung. Yes, it is possible, but you need a B2. Yes, the more reason why I will always encourage you to learn the language, learn it very well, so that if there is any course you are interested in, they won't tell you because of your Deutsch knowledge you will not be able to do this. It needs a B2. But one good thing about SAM is this course says that I've told you needs B2, like the Betriebs Logistic I did, and what's it called, the software Entwicklung that I just talked about, that needs B2. If you are able to go to SAM, SAM might allow you to do it if you pass their exam, entrance exam. If you pass their entrance exam, they will allow you to do it. But in the process of doing the course, you'll be encouraged to go and write your B2 exam. That was what happened to me. Yes. So, if you like mathematics, then why don't you think about Betriebs Logistic? Is a very beautiful course. I will introduce it to you today and I will talk more about it some other time, because I will not want a situation where I will bore you with a long story and you get discouraged in the process of the video. So what is Betriebs Logistic? What is complete logistic? Anything you think about logistic, that is Betriebs Logistic, that is complete logistic. You know, the post people, that is part of logistic. You see these transport people, people that move goods from one place to another, that is part of logistic. There are different types of logistic. Now there is the transport logistic, there is the complete logistic. So it all depends on what your company is doing, what kind of logistic is your company doing. You see this warehouse where you receive goods, that is logistic. You see those that buy things, other things, that is logistic. So logistic is a very wide branch. So it all now depends on the company that you are going to do your logistic with. What kind of logistic are they doing? Yes. Now, it should be noted, If you want to do Betriebs Logistik, it is called Stiftung course. Yes. I will explain a Stiftung course as a course, another word I can use for it, because there's actually no word for word translation from Dutch to English, but I want to call it an apprenticeship course. Yes, that is how I can describe it. Now, what do I mean by that? It's a course when you are doing it, you want to do this as bidon, you look for a company that will allow you to do this course with them, and you will be schooling at the same time. That is to say, you will be working throughout this course with a particular company. That was how I did mine. And at the same time, you'll be going to school. You see the children, if the children wants to do Betriebs Logistik, those that are not up to 18 years, is a 3 years course for them. For we adults, if you go to SAM, it will be a 2 years course for you. But if you go directly to Stiftung, which is always difficult, it will be a year and 6 months course for you. So I went through SAM. It was 2 years course for me. The first 6 months was the Vorbereitung course, which is the introduction. They introduced us to what Betriebs Logistik is all about. That was the 6 months. And that 6 months, I spent it with SAM. It was that 6 months that I got the logistic license. I wrote the exam. I got it. It was within that 6 months, I got my Kranschein. It was within that 6 months, I got my a Staplerschein, which is forklift in English. Yes, within that 6 months, there are a lot of things that will want you to get within that 6 months, so that when you now get a company that will allow you to do this course with them, then you are already qualified. You already have the necessary things that this company would have said, no, because of this we don't need you, because of this we don't need you. You already have everything. All you just need to do is learn the system of their logistic, go to school, pass your exam. And one good thing about this course that I will say is, if you get a company, you apply to a company and they allow you to do your course with them, the good part is, after your course, which is a year and 6 months with this company, if you are good, if your work is good, you get automatic employment. But the negative part that I will say about this Stiftung course is, when you start it in with SAM, your first 6 months, you will enjoy it because you are only going to SAM. But within these 6 months, you are going to look for a company. You are going to write lots of applications to different companies to ask them, can I please do this course with you people? That is where the frustration comes. Yes, the more reason why I will not just tell you, go and do Betriebs Logistik or go and do software Entwicklung. It's the same thing. You will look for a company, and you know, getting a company to do that course or any other course that is a Stiftung course with this color, especially for us that has this Deutsch knowledge that is so terrible, I would say. Sorry. My own day terrible, not be you I did talk to. Now all of us I did talk to. It's always difficult. It was difficult for me to get a company to accept me. They didn't even allow me to come for their interview. If I just write them, we were about, I think, 18 people that started that course. People, we will all write to the same company. They would tell some to come, and I was always getting a no for an answer because of this color. Yes, but luckily for me, while I was still doing it, I was not just applying for Betriebs Logistik course to do in a company that are involved in logistic. I was also doing applying. I told you I read microbiology in Nigeria. So the first 6 months in Nova, I was in SAM. Then it was called SAM Nova. So if you mistakenly hear Nova from me, it used to be called SAM Nova, but now it's called SAM, Central for Hospital Management. So that's first 6 months. I was also applying for microbiology. To also be able to work there. Luckily for me, I got a yes from a company that offered microbiology. So I thought I was not going to finish my Betriebs Logistik. Well, let me leave that microbiology company alone so that I will not make this story to be too long. So at the end of it all, I got a company that told me to come. And the funny part was when I got to this complaint, thank God say my head the carry book small. They told me to write their entrance exam. So it was that exam, I wrote their exam and I passed it. That was the reason they accepted me to do their my Beatrice logistic as be done with them. I want to hope this video is not too long. Anyway, I think I will stop here, not to bore you too much, because I don't want any of my video to be too long. I'll do the part 2 of this course. Sorry, I'll do the part 2 of this video. You can share my video if you like what I'm doing. Subscribe to what I'm doing. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also share. It might be a blessing to other people. I remain your gifted gift. See you in my next video.